energy, boosted her life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
Oh, this is nice shot down the ground. So both the batsmen of the mark now. One is to Ankit and Prathamesh. So Ankit would be on strike now. Both the batsmen have taken a single each, and it's Ashay Dani bowling the first over. Left arm over the wicket. Nicely done. This would be the first boundary. Juicy full toss. Dispatched easily. Jbcn United are bowling first, and Mlsi Eagles have got off to a good start now. 6 runs of the first 3 balls. Oh, that's a shot and a half. That was a higher full toss and was despite. In fact, there was some protection. I thought that was going for boundary. Good work by the fielder over there. Oh, this is a shot and a half. What a shot! This is pure crisp hitting. This would go boundary wards. Wonderfully hit boundary. Not much power. All elegance and grace in it. Beautiful boundary. Both the batsmen have 1 boundary each. Now one is playing on 6, the other is on 5. So every ball, the run has been scored off, either a boundary or a single. The score is 11 now. Prathamesh is on 4. In fact, Pradnesh is on 4, 5. Ankit is on 6. Will we see another boundary from Pradnesh? This is fabulously hit, but straight to the fielder. Again, the full swing of the first dot delivery at the end of over number 1. The score is 11. Both the batsmen have begun well with a boundary each. 11 runs without loss. Jbcn United, they are a team. They are short of few players who actually are regulars. They are not seen, but still this team has played well in the previous matches. They have tried to put up a good fight. That's nicely hit. No one's going to stop this one. This will race away towards that point boundary. The long on being brought in, sweeper cover being sent back, so protection on the offside. Again, nicely bowled. He looks enterprising, the opening batter, Amit. So Ankit and Pradnich, I'm getting the names wrong, I beg your pardon. Oh, that's nicely driven. What a beautiful shot that was. Fabulously hit. He could play the same shot on the covers, he could play the same shot in the cow corner from the same angle. One player who does it in both directions very well is Pakistan's Mohammad Rizwan. He hits the same ball into the covers and he would hit the same ball from outside the off stump towards the mid wicket as well. He is very good when it comes to opening batters, playing for the same ball to two different directions in the bigger way. There is no better than Mohammad Rizwan right now. You could talk about cover drive, there is no one like Virat Kohli. When you talk about pull shots, right now Rohit Sharma may not be in form, but he's one of the best pullers. Every player has a shot of his own, and this is a cracking drive. This was very difficult. Oh, in fact, it is just gone through. Not to blame the fielder, it was hit so very hard. So one was in the cow corner, one was towards the widest long off. This man is packing a punch. So already a scintillating start for Mlsi Eagles. Jbcn United have a lot of ground to cover now. He's a good bowler, but he has been taken for few runs. This is again slashed and up and over, so perilously close to being getting out, but this is the difference between getting out and getting a boundary. Carved and carved beautifully over the fielder over there. 4 runs, another boundary from the very enterprising opening batter. The score moves on to 27 runs without loss. 16 runs in this over so far, courtesy this fabulous enterprising young opening player. Will he go for another? He looks greedy. He has to be. The way he's going, beautifully bowled. Nicely chopped for a single. Came down a little late. 16, in fact 17 runs in this over. And we saw some scintillating boundaries. One towards the mid wicket, then into the covers. Then we saw a carved shot over the point, in fact third man's head. So 3 boundaries and 1 shot into that square region. So all 4 areas have been covered. Area behind point, maybe, and also third man. Then we saw a shot into the widest long off region. Also we saw a shot into that mid wicket region. So mid wicket, widest long off, square of the wicket, and third man. All 4 areas being covered, almost 240 degrees covered by this wonderful batsman. The best part is this man is going to be on show. It's a treat when batsmen go hard in that initial overs. And this is not just crazy batting, it is just proper cricketing shots. As I told you, he has covered almost 270 degrees or 240 degrees of the ground. Starting from the cow corner to the widest long off, then towards the cover, in fact the point, and then third man. Only area remaining is square leg. where he has not hit a boundary, and he wanted to go there. The ball was little quick. He is deceptive. Certain bowlers are deceptive. One such deceptive bowler was Ajit Agarkar. He was probably one of the best wicket-taking bowlers. Who was very deceptive, very thin and wiry bowler, but he used to pack a punch, and he was the fastest to take 50 and 100 wickets as well for India, and also in the world for a long, long time. Also, the same guy who had a record of scoring the fastest half century in one-day cricket for a long, long time. 18 years he hold that record until I think Yuvraj Singh broke it in T20s with 12 balls, and that remains the record still now. What a shot this is! This is the shot of the day for me. Beautifully played. He was yorked, but he just changed the shot at the last moment, and using his wrist, this was super adaptation. What a shot that was. Just have a look at the replay. This is beautifully flicked. Fabulously done. Minimal effort, maximum result. This guy is playing all around the wicket. Now he has got covered every base now. He started off with a shot in the mid wicket, then wideish long on, then he went on to square of the wicket, then third man, square leg. Only area remaining now is the fine leg region. Except for fine leg, he has covered almost everything. So if you are dividing the ground into 360 parts, I would say he has covered 300 degrees. Just that 60 degree behind the wicket is remaining. In fact, the 45 degrees. So almost every part of the ground he has got a boundary. Beautifully done. Look at that, the way he even defends. There is a third herd when you are almost 70 to 80 meters from the ground. Nicely played. And that wasn't a bad ball. That was nicely bowled Yorker, which was nicely dug out in fact, and to dig it out and hit it towards that area, not an easy job. Prathamesh gets a strike after a long time. The whole of the second over, and also the Prathamesh gets the strike after a long time, because the whole of the second over and of this over, Ankit had the strike. Got both the names wrong, but these batsmen are getting everything right. Prathamesh and Ankit, I may have got their names wrong in the first instance, but right now they are making a presence felt, and at the end of the day, even the commentator, also the bowling team, won't forget their names, because they are piling on the agony and entertaining their own team, but extra agony and pressure for the opposition. Oh, this is as good as a shot you can. What a wonderful drive that is. That deserved a boundary. That fielding effort wasn't great, but what a good shot that was. Crisp, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous cover drive. Agreed there was a bit. Agreed that was a half volley. But the way he put it, that was absolutely gorgeous to watch. Guys are putting up an exhibition of opening batsmanship. The bowling hasn't been that bad, but the way they have approached the game, but the way they have hit the boundaries is second to none. This is how you should be playing in your power play. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Oh, this is a shot and a half. Will it go all the way? 2-3 bounces. There is a fielder, there is protection, but he also wasn't able to stop that one from going over for a boundary. What a shot this man is putting up. This wasn't well timed, but the direction was right. JBCN United are a good team. They are a new set of dads playing together. Some of them, their regulars are missing, but this is good batting. This guy looks in some different touch. Ankit means to stamp something, to stamp your authority. This guy is stamping his authority over here. He's making a mark. And this is as good as a shot as you can get. One bounce, minimum effort. What a good shot that is. You just are seeing the highlight package late in the evening of the match. That's what you can see. This guy is a treat to watch. He is good looking and so are his shots. Fabulous batting by the young opening batsman, I would say. This is, remember, it's a dad's tournament. He's not in his teens anymore, but the way he plays his game, the shots, he has got everything. And this is again carved beautifully for an area behind point. Fabulously hit boundary again. He is exploiting and exploring every part of the boundary, getting those boundaries over and over and over again. 4 runs, 50 runs for the team, and it has come in double quick time in just 3.3 overs. Can you imagine? 21 balls, 50 for the team. The fastest 50 we were talking about. Ajit Agarkar 20 balls, and this team have got not with extras but with pure batting. What a shot this is! Shot after shot, everyone's in spot of bother. The scorer was, and one of our volunteers, Tawfiq, was in that firing range. What a shot that was. 54 runs on the scorecard. This guy is making this Sunday a sizzling one, sensational one, and a superb one, not only for himself, for his team, but also for the few little guys. Like, number is little, but they are enjoying it. This is a treat for MLSI Eagles, not so good for Jbcn. They have to get this man out. You can't be pulverized by this continuous constant hitting. That's all commentator's curse. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I need to check my tongue. People say in Marathi, "Kaya Jbcn." That's what has happened. It just got out.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
Oh, that was an edge. Was a difficult chance. 18 balls, 44. Can you imagine? He was simply entertaining. One of the best knocks of this tournament. I would say it every time, but this was indeed what a shot that is. Off the back foot, they would be forgetting Ankit very soon with this kind of hitting. What a shot that was. So soon after Ankit's departure, it's Pradnesh who's actually opening his arms. This is very good sign. Every time you see Virat Kohli playing, till the time there is Surya Kumar Yadav playing, he plays the second fiddle. As soon as Surya Kumar Yadav gets in, Virat Kohli starts hitting the ball. It's not that Virat Kohli cannot hit when Surya Kumar Yadav is present. It's that one batsman is going hard, the other batsman plays a second fiddle. One of the greatest batsmen ever playing second fiddle to Surya Kumar Yadav. Just imagine the magnitude of form or the class of that man for a T20 game. After Surya Kumar Yadav gets in, out of Virat Kohli comes in. That's what Pradnesh has done exactly. He was quiet when Ankit was going great guns. As soon as Ankit has departed, he has played two boundaries. One was fortuitous, the second one was as good as any which Ankit had played. So this is how you play your cricket. You actually take responsibilities and you change turns and sides as the situation demands. This is nicely bowled. He is a very good bowler. He is fighting against some top quality batters. His fielders are slightly falling short. Hands on hips, but he has bowled really well. Brijesh has bowled really well. The fact that his figures don't do justice to what he has done, but he has put up a good show against two very enterprising opening batsmen who have been on the aggressive side. This is how they have been playing, hitting them between the two. Oh, it just goes under. Agony being added to the bowler. Look at him, hands on hips. This has been the story all throughout the day. You can see that on your giant screen as well. Wonderfully played. 4 runs. Oh, this is fabulously done. A good work by the fielder after missing out on the previous bowler applauds him. That's how you should be. Forget your follies and try and remember the good things. Five overs and 70. You talk about going quick. You talk about going quick. This is ultra quick. 70 runs in just 5 overs. It's been the other batsmen also who have been trying to make runs. And remember, there are no extras, not many extras being given away. In fact, a few, maybe 3, 4, not more than that. And other than that, has been pure batting and very few dot balls. If I have a look, just 3 dot deliveries, 2 played by Ankit and 1 played by Pradnesh. Other than that, it has been scoring on every ball. Just as I said, they haven't bowled any wides. We One more wide is being bowled. Just the second wide. Oh, he yogged himself. That's the only thing I would say. But this is how you should be playing. This shouldn't be just be bowling this normal ones. Try and do something different. He's a fighter. This man on your screen, the bowler. Well, that's slightly harsh, but that's the right decision. Again, he yorked himself. Pradnesh would just go and have a talk with him. Yeah, that's the thing you must be telling him. You're cramping yourself. You're yorking yourself. He actually decides to hit the ball in the covers, and when you always preempt, you are bound to get into trouble. Presumption is always the one which gets into trouble. You need to anticipate. Oh, this is nicely done. See, you wait for the ball, see the ball, hit the ball where it comes from. This has been a good over, good comeback over in the power play. The last over of the power play proving out to be the most economical one. Will Pradnesh find a boundary? They haven't got any boundary in this over so far. Wonderfully bowled. So just 5 runs in this over so far. But that's beautifully done. Using the soft hands. The most economical over of the power play, I would say, in which just 6 runs were given away. Nicely chopped. 1 run. A slight correction. The score is 76 for the loss of the opening batter Ankit. So fabulous over of power play coming to an end, in which they scored at a healthy run rate of 12.5 runs per over. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Brijesh has been wonderful. He may have been taken for a few runs, but the intensity which he bowls, he's a competitor. He does not like, any bowler does not like getting runs off his bowling, but there were 3 occasions on which there was misfield, and when there was a single to be given away, there were boundaries which were given. So Brijesh, he's bowled well. That is nicely done. They have played some good shots. Just a single. So they are milking the bowling, as I would say, taking those singles. Down the leg side, good take by the wicket keeper. This is nicely done. Up and over. It twirls, it turns, and a couple of runs. In fact, that's a boundary. Wanted to throw the ball just slipped out of his hand, and a boundary. So 10 runs in this over. In fact, 9 runs in this over. Alok, some miscommunication between the two. Oh, that was pitch shot. That's a fabulous shot into the covers. Will they go for the second one? Yes, they do. That's a chance. Not taken. So it's oh, nicely hit. That's beautifully hit in the covers. That will be a couple of runs if yeah, that easy 2 runs. Change of pace. The last over was a productive one, 9 runs. The previous one, in which just 4 runs were given away. That was no, in fact 6 runs were given away. So 18 runs in the last, in fact 15 runs in the last 2 overs. After that, it has been a good comeback by this team. Actually, they were 5 overs. They were 70. So a comeback of a sorts, I would say, after the fall of Ankit, who was looking really explosive. The score at the end of over number 8 is 91. So just 6 runs in this over. So the last few overs have been good one. So first 5 overs it was 70 runs. The next three 21 runs. So Monish coming in to bowl a very crucial over. Now this overs they have got a small comeback of sorts. This is where you need to maximize whatever small little good time you have. You need to maximize it. That's what is cricket. That's what is life. Every time you get some good patches, you console. Oh, as soon as that's fabulous work by the wicket keeper. The bowlers, the fielders may have missed out, but the wicket keeper has put everything behind the ball. Good work by him. Saved 3 runs for his team. With those 2 wides, the score will move on to 93 now. fact, I'm sorry, that may have been just of wide. So just of the bat. So with that single, the score will move on to 87, 92. I beg your pardon. 92. 6 runs in the previous over. 5 over 70 runs. They got 6 runs in the next. Then they got 9 runs. They went on to 85. Then again got a 6 run over. They went on to 91. And first runs of this ball. Oh, what a catch! Nicely held. Nicely held. That wasn't an easy catch. You may feel it's a simple cotton ball charge. No, because the bowler was moving towards his left. The catch was moving towards the right, and the catch dropped. Actually, the ball dropped, but he went on with the ball and he took that catch. He is being sent back packing, and they get their second wicket. That's what I was talking about. When you get your small spaces, those little openings, you maximize them. Your team may be smashed around 70 runs in the first five. The next part, as soon as the power play gets over, your turn comes, you need to put a break. You need to get control of the game. And you may be the best team, the opposition may be the best team, but when you play together as a team, you can defeat the mighty. That's the reason Zimbabwe could defeat Pakistan. That's the reason Netherlands could defeat South Africa. So on your day, if your team works together in unison and you find the chinks in the armor of the opposition, you are bound to get the results on your side. The most important thing is that you should be believing that you can achieve. So good comeback by this team in red against a very, very strong MLSI Eagle side. This team is fighting back. That wasn't that a good ball. Almost bounced twice, but he has been effective. The zeal to perform for your team, the commitment towards your team, and your hard work pays off. You may not be the best of the bowlers getting that banana swing or getting those 150 kilometers per hour balls or getting that big grip of when you're a spinner. But if you bowl well with good line and length and you want to perform for your team, you're bound to get some success. That's what the bowler is showing. Yeah. That is smashed outside the off stump, and he pulled it, in fact, hammered it from outside the off stump towards that wideish long on area. Remember, this is an international school darts tournament season 5.0. Zooters have been on the forefront when it comes to different concepts, and this concept had been a hit. Many teams doing fabulously well. This is nicely carved. The ball is moving. Good bowling by this man. He hasn't given away that many runs. He has taken a wicket, and it's a comeback of sorts by this bowler. His first over, he was pulverized. It was hit by a couple of boundaries, but this over he has made a good comeback and got a wicket. Caught and bowled, in fact. These guys are enjoying their cricket. That's what is more important now. They were on the back foot. They were being hammered, but they have made a good comeback by taking a couple of wickets against a very strong MLSI Eagle side. He bowled well, but some runs were taken off his bowling. His fielders did not support him that much. Remember, these are not the guys who are in their teens anymore. So at times there may be a possibility that they may miss out on a few balls while fielding, because the ball comes at a very rapid pace. So it's always good to protect yourself. They can even jump and stop those balls, but there is every possibility of being seriously injured. So that at times, this is good spin bowling. Leg spinner on show is always a good scene. And whenever there is leg spinner, you can see some action. Sir, our name, a very good commentator, so Venkatesh sir, he said, Venkatesh sir, whenever we see a leg spinner, the tournaments organizers are zooter. And what exactly is a zooter, you may just see over there. There are leg spinners, and when the leg spinner bowls something like this, that's a zooter. But that he missed out. Yes, a couple of runs. Has he going? Is he going for? Yes, look at the commitment of the batsman. Great work. 3 runs. So when that leg spinner's ball remains low and it moves the other way, in fact, backwards spin, it spins backwards, that's what they call as a zooter. The owner of it, the entire CEO of it himself is a leg spinner. Maybe that must be the reason he might have kept that name. So 105 runs on the scorecard. So that was a challenge over, was successfully completed. So they get 10 runs. The score will skyrocket to 105 now at the end of over number 10. Right? So 10 overs, 105 runs for the loss of couple of wickets. So 2 wickets down. This team are doing great. They have got some runs and they have got it quickly. But good comeback of sorts by the fielding team, because they have pegged the scoring back. First 5 went for 70. The next 5, including that challenge over, just 35. So effectively they have scored just 30 runs in the next 5. So that challenge overs 5 runs would be doubled up. So that's good hitting. In fact, 30 in 5 is always good when you're going 14 runs per over. And a comeback of sorts. That is outside the off stump. Umpire Vijay would declare it as a wide. That's outside the off stump. Umpire again would extend his arms. Nitin, he bowled a very good first over, just losing direction. Into the covers. This is hit down the ground, would be just short of Ajay. Oh, what a shot. Inside out, into the covers, just like what Virat Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav does. Fabulous lofted cover drive. One of the difficult shots to play in cricket, and he did it with almost all simplicity and grace. What a shot that was. So 14 runs in this over, courtesy of that wonderful cover drive, which was disposed for a sixer. What a good shot that was. The batsman on strike. Pradnesh was the one. Pradnesh trying to shift gears now. He goes for it. Ball goes in the cow corner. Yeah, he would try and go in the same direction again. That extra cover. Once you get to hit such kind of boundaries, you are bound to go for big run. Maybe square leg, a sweep shot, or maybe in the covers. That's what he was going for. The shot in the covers. Good decision by the umpire. The batsman just shuffled, was across to play that shot, and the margin of the wide increases as soon as you shuffle across the wickets. And a good decision, good call by Doctor. In fact, umpire Girije. This is heave, a proper heave, falling just short. Everything agricultural about it. Yeah, Sunil Jadhav. Sunil hasn't been able to get those boundaries as yet, but we might just see the first coming. In fact, that's very well bowled. Some dot deliveries, one or two dot deliveries, and you might just get the wicket, because the way you have started, you don't have to stop in between. So that in that process itself, you may get a few wickets. Went for the quicker one. Sunil seemed to be very excited to get those doubles. The score at the end of over number 12 is 100 23 runs. Just 4 runs in this over. Akshay comes in to bowl. Sunil Jadhav. Sunil Jadhav is trying to get away. He is trying to get a few boundaries, but he's getting those couples in between, singles in between. That's what he's trying to do, but the ball is falling just short. That player is going to be very busy now. The way he's bowling those off spinners, Pradnesh is tired of getting those singles and doubles. He's going to go for those big ones. It's on 47. So 47 runs now. He's just one hit away. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He would be busy, that man in mid-wicket region. And he is. A couple of runs with Sunil Jadhav putting in every ounce of his energy to get that second run done and dusted. He's just one run away. He's taking a lot of time. Is Pradnesh changing the helmet in between the overs, which is very much against the rules over here. But he is there and he registers his first 50 of the tournament of this year, of course. Pradnesh getting 50 runs in just 30 balls. That's brilliant batting. Sunil Jadhav. Oh, that's completely beaten him. Neck and crop he is being beaten. Good comeback by the bowler. Akshay, he might just get his first wicket. The way Sunil is missing the balls nowadays. Oh. It has been a story now. Those singles and doubles, and in between, it is the other batsman, Pradnesh, who is going for those big runs. Again, the man in the mid wicket would be in question. Maybe square leg now. In fact, he goes downtown. Just a single. 129 runs in spite of being hit for a boundary. Just 6 runs in this over. 13 overs, 129 runs, 7 overs remaining. Will they touch that 200 mark? 200 would be not a possibility. Maybe 180 from here on. The 51 runs they can score in the next 7 minimum. If they get 70, they would be happy. If they get 60, they would be elated. But if they get 70 runs, touch that 200 marks, they would be very much happy with the day's proceedings. And it started off with some brilliant hitting by Ankit, who got 18 balls, 44 runs. And his partner is still there. He's 52 or 51 of 31 balls. Sunil Jadhav is giving him good company, enjoying his stuff, getting those singles. He actually is mishitting most of the balls, but he's there giving him some good company. Mid wicket, cow corner area. Instead, he goes downtown. He is targeting to hit at least one boundary every over. That boundary is being hit, but the other balls aren't taken care of. So that consolidation after getting a boundary is rarely to be seen. Oh, that's an opportunity easily taken. Oh my God, just as I said, he has taken it, the ball just popped out of his hands. But there is always time to make improvement. God always gives you that second chance, that second opening every time you fail or miss out on an opportunity in life. That was just a prime example. He missed out on a dolly, but he was alert to a very difficult chance of getting a run out. But when he was flat on the deck, there was absolutely no chance. If I had dropped that catch, I would have been shell shocked. I would have never looked out for the ball again. But this is what is life. You need to find opportunities even after a downfall. Downfall literally it was because he was flat on the land. He missed out on the easiest possible chances, but he was alert to take the second chance, and he got the second chance and he got his wicket. This is a small incident, a simple catch being dropped, but the run out after that, where he was flat on the ground, very good example of not giving up. So good to see. They may not be, they may not have done so well. They have been pulverized all over with some brilliant hitting. The team is on back foot, but these small little moments we should be celebrating and enjoying. That's what is life. You are expect to get something heavenly or something very big or magnanimous in your life, you will never get that. All these small short successes, all these small things which you happen to achieve, you need to celebrate. That's what they did. A drop chance, downfall, immediately you get a chance to recover yourself, revamp yourself, and he has done it in style. He got a run out of a very good batsman. In fact, it is Sunil who has got out. Pradnesh is still there. Ganesh More is the new man in. He would be on the non-striking end. Meanwhile, Pradnesh will make merry. He has had a good innings. He has got 52 of 32, 51 of 31. I beg your pardon. Pradnesh, in spite of losing that wicket, will still go for a boundary. Take my word. He's not the one who will take a backward step. He needs to now. He needs to shift those gears now. He's batting in second and third. He needs to find the fourth gear. He's trying to hit it down the ground. He will have a partner who can run a little faster than Sunil. Not that Sunil wasn't trying to. In fact, Pradnesh is the one who is tired now, who looks a bit jeered. Ganesh More is a new batsman. He would be taking strike for the first time. Was that pad first? That's the only question to be asked. Just a half-hearted appeal. Oh, he has been cleaned up. He has got another. See, one brings another. See, they are enjoying it. That's what is more important. They are celebrating their small successes which come in between the matches. You never know. You can get them all out and you can make a comeback and win this one. our very own 360-degree player Surya Kumar Yadav. He's playing against New Zealand. He's got 43 of 23. His residence is just 1.5 kilometers from here. He's a Chembur, so we are in the 360 degrees. 360-degree players land over here in Chembur, just 1.5 or 2 kilometers away from his house. Oh, that's a nice leave away, I would say. That was nicely done, like Ravichandran Ashwin. Ravichandran Ashwin's best shot in his life would have been the lead alone, which he played in that World Cup against Nawaz. At times, you not doing anything is the best thing. And that wasn't just a normal leave alone, it was smartly thought out. He understood Nawaz is going to bowl the ball to just cramp him up. He just came in the line of the ball, and the ball was pitched or moving towards the leg, and that was declared as a wide. This was a good leave alone, I would say. That's the only thing I can say. Batsman missed, keeper missed. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Off the bat, the score at the end of 14 overs is 135. Again, not many runs being scored off, just 5 in this over. 135, so that is just 6 runs in this over.
Boosted energy, boosted life. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic.
Pradnesh would be on strike. And Pradnesh goes down the ground, long off, long on, both converging. Yeah, a couple of runs. Oh, yes, hit it directly. Umpire Birje says he just came in. Pradnesh gets the ball in his arc. What a good shot that is. Fantastic pickup shot off the stumps. Beautifully played into that square leg region. The batsman from the cow corner had to go all the way just to fetch the ball and give it back to his teammate. What a good shot that was. That was a drought of boundaries. Remember, they were 70 for 5. They haven't been able to double. In fact, they have doubled it now after 9 overs almost. The first 5 overs, they got 70 runs. And in the next 9, they have got 70. Oh, some improvisation. Not everyone is a Glenn Maxwell. He was the one who was pioneer of hitting that. In fact, there was a point where Glenn Maxwell was very good at hitting the ball reverse than with the normal bat. He had a very good patch in that 2021, hitting those reverse sixes for... Oh, that's a shot and a half. This is cow corner. This is 4 runs. This is proper T20 hitting. Not many coaches would advise you to go like that with a cross-batted shot from outside the off stump towards that cow corner. That was mighty effective from Pradnesh. You got to play such shots once in a while. And they give you immense pleasure because it is as authoritative and as demeaning for the bowler if you hit shots like that. He's a good bowler. He'll make a comeback. Take my word. Oh, this is Surya Kumar like. Fabulously done. Just cradled the ball like a small baby and deposited over there for a couple. Just took it in his arms and slightly, with the softest possible hands, deposited it just behind stumps. So 148 runs at the end of over number 15. They are getting close to 10 runs per over, just too short of it. Oh, he went for the big shot. There was a bait. That was nicely bowled. Yeah, Pradnesh comes on strike. Pradnesh just lost his bat. Yeah, he has bowled well, Dev. He has got a wicket. And he has just given away 11 runs. He took that run out even in that. So he's put up a good show. In spite of bowling some not so good balls, he has been effective. He bowls with variety actually. Yeah, that's a leg spinner. Nicely bowled. Good fielding by the fielder over there. 150 up for this wonderful team, Mlsi Eagles. This is going towards that fine leg region. A couple added. Nicely hit. So 153 runs, just 5 runs in this over. Oh, that was a very indifferent shot, but that will fall in no man's land. All eyes on this man now. He has played almost the whole innings. He came in when the first ball was bowled. He was at the non-strikers end. We are into the 16th over. He's still there. Still at the now he's at the strikers end. This is into the gap in the cow corner. Poor running, I would say. Pratnesh should have gone for the second one. This is massive, but this is an opportunity. Hasn't gone the distance. He has gone just to the left of the fielder at the cow corner. A couple of runs being taken. So Aslam trying to flex his muscles, trying to make this Sunday sizzling and happening for himself and his team. Sometimes the late surge makes the difference. Oh, that was in between those three fielders. That was nicely bowled. These two guys, Brijesh and Akshay, they give their 100% to their team. Anshuman, in fact, Anshuman has bowled really well. That's a hit into the gap. One bounce and it goes into that deep mid wicket for a boundary. Oh, that was down the leg side. Would be a wide out declared by umpire Tandil. They haven't given away that many runs in form of wide. They have been very, very disciplined. Just that the batsmanship has been of highest quality. The opening batter just did all the damage. That goes 44 runs in 18 balls. Just wanted to pay the scoop shot. That would be a couple. He tried his everything. Brijesh wasn't able to stop that from going for that second one. Nitin versus Pradnesh. This is going to be interesting. Oh, what a shot! On his knees, this will go all the way. What a shot! Hammered into the playing area, not over here, but the skating and curling area over there. What a shot that was! At times when these guys hit so many big sixes, there is a skating and curling area over there for the kids. The kids are in danger. That happens very rarely. That was one of those occasions. I just thought it would go in that area. Thankfully, that's not populated right now. It has been a busy area for the last few days. Today, the kids are at home enjoying with their parents, but this guy is enjoying in this beautiful Somaya ground. Surya Kumar Yadav is having a good time in New Zealand as well. Down under, this guy is performing. He's got 72 out of 145. This guy has got 72. Just imagine 50% of the runs being scored by number 5 batsman, number 4 batsman. He goes for it again, gets it again. What a shot into the cow corner region. Beautifully hit sixes. This guy, Pradnesh, is turning it on. A classical T20 innings. In fact, it's Aslam, I beg your pardon. Aslam, all the credit of Pradnesh I was giving to Aslam. The scorer is quietly rectified me. That's the right thing to do because the credit is going somewhere else. That's what happens in most places in your workplace even. You don't get credited for your good work. There are people who do a bit lesser work but get a lot of recognition. Aslam goes big. He goes in the same direction. Cow corner, very difficult to stop this one. Fielder does a good job. This guy is providing some highlights in the last phase. One batsman has got a cap, the other one has got a hat. So you can easily recognize them from a distance. Oh, this is one of the best shots of the day for me. Dance down the ground. What good footwork that was. Just like a spinner, he handled him. And that was as beautiful as a shot you can get to see all the day. The applause from the teammates can clearly signify how beautiful that shot was. Crisp as a chocolate. 184. This man is providing with some late order hitting. It's hitting from both ends now. If you Rajnesh is not hitting you, it's going to be Aslam from the other end. As it said in Hindi, दोनों तरफ से पिटाई हो रही है. Very difficult to stop when both the batsmen are going mad at you. It becomes really difficult when it is hitting from both ends, and both batsmen have some decent technique. So it's not just hitting. This was pitch shot. He was way short. He has to go back. Pradnesh, after playing a very good innings of 44 balls, 75 runs, fantastic innings, comes to another opening batter. Came in the first over and is still there almost till the end. He is happy. He has got 75. 75 is as good as getting a century in a T20 game where we have very little time. It is said in T20 games they do not calculate the 50. They say how many 30s. So good work. Pradnesh would be happy with his Sunday. So would be his skipper. And everyone's come in to congratulate Pradnesh. And that's why we play for. You celebrate each other's success, enjoy the time. It may be hot sun, you may feeling little hot and humid, but this man's good performance may have brought a lot of warmth in their hearts because your teammate has given yourself a very good total and it is not done and dusted yet. You are going to see a 200 being cracked. 12 balls to get those 16 runs. Oh, that's a fortuitous one. The ball just went over the keeper's head. Fortunately, not more than a single. Swetel will come in. He is their opening bowler. He is their man who does the job with the ball in his hand. Mlsi, Swetel, what he does. Just short of the fielder in the cow corner. Swetel doing the right job. Trying to hit the ball. If not, gives to your partner. Outside the off stump. Wide being called. Aslam. Aslam has played a good hand. Aslam, he is on 26 of just 15 balls and two towering sixes in the cow corner region. You might just see the third one coming up. That's nicely bowled. Beautiful bowling by this man. Dev has bowled really well. He has picked up a wicket and in fact got effected one run out as well and has kept this batsman quiet. Shwetal and Aslam are not the batsmen you can be kept quiet that easily, but he has managed to do that. Three good balls. Shwetal uses the big handle to not a good effect. He gets out. What brilliant bowling by this man. He has been the silver lining in this dark period. He has done the job for his team. He has bowled well. Tried and controlled, but the scoring is already too high. The damage is already being done. Will they get close to 200? I think they will just topple that 200 run mark because in the last over is Aslam gets something in his arc. The ball's going to disappear and they'll might just get that 200 which they desire. That's very well bowled. He hasn't tried to do anything special, just put the ball over there on the right length, and his balls remain a bit low, which is to his advantage. At times, doing those simple things, your basics right, can get you through these difficult moments. And he has bowled a fantastic 19th over, and you escaped a lead that might just be spoiled by this ball. He's trying to go cow corner. Oh, that's beautiful bowling. The great spell comes to an end. He has taken 4 overs. He has bowled. He has taken 2 wickets and just conceded 20. Remember, all the other bowlers have gone more than 9 to 10 runs per over. He is the silver lining. Beautiful bowling, Dave. Just imagine of this 19 overs, 4 overs for 20 runs, and the remaining 160 in the next 15. So on an average, every bowler has given 10 runs or more in this match, other than Dev. Anshuman Agarwal, he has bowled well. He has been taken for runs, but he has the responsibility of the last 6 balls. He's a good bowler. He won't give you easy balls. That's right in front. That's a good decision. Pitched on leg, hitting leg, I would say. That's good bowling. Good comeback. Oh, that's hammered into that gap. Good fielding over there. Just single. Nitin doing a job over there. So they have come back well. 200 was looking a certainty. Now even they would be happy with that 190. This is a classic shot. That will be just a single. Just lacking some power into that one. Only one run. Good work in the end by this team. They have come back good. Jbcn United. That's a heave into the cow corner. They will have to run the first one quickly. Just a single. (192). In fact, the ultimate ball coming up. Last ball of the innings. Will, even if it goes for a sixer, 198 would be reached. I think it would be a boundary. He goes downtown. That would be a boundary for sure if the fielder does. Yeah, he does fine and restricts them to, in fact, just a single. Good work, great work. The score is 193 all out, I would say. That's the 8th wicket down. They're playing with the player shot.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic
So this is going to be a good big task for Jbcn United, but they need to try and find a way to get few runs. Yeah, they are. This is the right approach. Attacking their best bowler, Shwetal, easily one of the better bowlers, taking the attack to him. This is beautifully done. This will race away. On good work. The big foot coming down just in time. That is dangerous, but that is effective in a darts tournament. Shwetal easily their most dependable bowler. It's a very reliable one. It's a cracking shot. Just for a single. This is a cracking shot towards his left. Very difficult to. Oh, he does a good job. Aslam Khan. Nicely bowled. Oh, that's beautifully swept, but some good shots. That's a good call. That would have been danger if they had gone for them. Oh, that's down the leg side. That's a wide. Another bowler with a round arm action. Virat Kohli bowls very seldom. You will not find him bowling, but every time Virat Kohli bowls, he bowls with this kind of action. Chris Harris had this kind of action. Latham, one bowler from New Zealand, had this kind of bowler. See, look at him. Round arm. Yeah. That's wrapped on pads. Umpire Tandel is in no mood to be on the bowler's side. Wrapped on the pads again. Same response again. That's a short ball disposed in the square leg region. Wonderful hit boundary for runs. Oh, he tried to shuffle just for a single. Well played just for a single. 2 overs and 14 runs in pursuit of those 193 runs. In fact, 194 runs. Shwetal comes in to bowl his second over and the team's third over. Third over of the power play, 14 runs. You might just see him being taken for a few runs now. He's the best bowler from opposition, but he is being hammered down the ground for a wonderful hit boundary. Anshuman Agarwal, he bowled well. His bowlers were taken for a few runs, and he's giving it back to the opposition, giving the taste of their own medicine. Once your bowlers are hit, your bowlers would love to see the opposition bowlers meet with the same kind of treatment, and he's doing exactly the same. It's always good. You maybe not be the most fancy team. Nicely done. Oh, what an effort that is. Brilliant effort. The ball may have just popped out, but his anticipation was great. He almost pulled off a blinder. Remember, these are not the teenagers who are playing. Brilliantly bowled. Good comeback by Shwetal after being hit for the boundary for the very first ball. He has made a good comeback. Anshuman hit him for a nice boundary. You might see another attempt at the big shot. Nice shot of the back foot. The ball is just racing towards that area behind point. What a good shot. That's what I was talking about. He would be waiting for an opportunity for runs. Shwetal is very rarely being taken for runs. He has been taken for a couple of boundaries in this over. Right approach. Attack the best bowler of the opposition. Shwetal has been doing consistently well in almost all the tournaments he has played. 3 overs, 24 runs. Both these batsmen are big and well. And the 12 and 7 Akshay and Anjuman score. So 31 runs. We are into the fourth over, the last ball of the fourth over of the power play. So they're going somewhere along 8 runs per over. You might just see him going for the big one on the last ball as well. Maybe long off and long on, just over the bowler's head. He does go in that direction, but hasn't been able to pierce that gap over there. A dot delivery to end. The score remains on 31 runs without loss. The run rate 7.66, in fact 7.75 runs per over.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
This is straight to the fielder. Good shot into the covers. This time he might just go up and over. Instead of going all along the carpet, he might just go up and over. Anshuman. But that's way outside the off stump. Anshuman is playing like a free bird over there. He might just get a few more in this over. Yeah, he may not go downtown. Yes, he wanted to completely miss the ball. He tried a couple of shots in the covers. Then he went for the big heave down the ground towards maybe wideish long on at mid wicket. He might just target mid off now. He does, but straight back to the bowler. So all three directions he has tried over extra cover, then towards the mid wicket, then again towards mid off. Instead, you just wait and watch and then decide which direction to go in. He commits himself to a position, then it becomes difficult for him. This is how you hit it. This is humongous. Longest hit of the day by Anshuman Agarwal. Anshuman Agarwal, what a good shot that was. He was beaten twice or thrice, but when he hammered that, it was 20 meters back behind in that mid wicket fence. He goes for it again, not that well timed, but this will be just over. Again, a fabulous hit. Just understand the power of this man. He was nowhere near the pitch of the ball. In fact, it was mistimed. He adjusted himself very well, and still the ball went over the ropes. So, another good shot. He wasn't there, he wasn't to the pitch of the ball, and he had to adjust his shot. Just half the par, but result was full. 6 runs. This is what you love to see when you chase down 192. 5 overs, 45 runs. Remember, they were 5 overs, 70, 44. Remember, they were 70 at the end of 5 overs. These guys are 44. Doesn't matter because they are going in the right direction. That's what we would like to see, a contest, proper battle between bat and ball, a team trying to chase whatever the score is put up, at least having an intent. Just playing out those 20 overs, spoiling those beautiful wonderful moments of your life, it's always not good. You have to go for winning the match, not just for occupying the ground over there, playing with bat and ball with no intent and no strategy. You need to go for it, whatever the total is. They're taking a lot of time actually, lots of delays now. The batsman changing his gears, the bowlers taking a lot of time. Generally, it does not happen quite a lot over here. I just want Anshuman on strike again. Yeah, that's what. No, still not going to happen. He has taken a backseat. He started off very well, getting more runs than Anshuman initially. But Anshumani in that last over hit those two humongous sixes. He got 14 in that over, and 12 runs were just of 2 balls. That was in the slot to go up over the covers. The bowler was asking, "How are you?" Umpire says, "I'm fine." So that was a very animated appeal. Every time you appeal like that, the batsman gets little angrier. He can dispose you for a boundary. That's what happens. You appeal so vociferously, the batsman talks with the bat in his hand. This is good fight back by this team in red. They were expected not to go that hard against this strong team, but this is what this team is all about this year. Jbcn United, they are fighting. Whatever be the result of the match, these guys are fighting. This is a beautiful pickup shot, just short of the fielder over there. He does a great job. Anything towards his right or left would have got him 4 runs. Instead, just a single. Both the batsmen Akshay and Anshuman are looking good. They are the ones who carry the responsibility with the ball in the hand. They are the ones who are carrying the responsibility with the bat in the hand. And both are doing a fine job. Shouldering the responsibility, enjoying their work over there, and giving a tough time to the opposition. This might be another sixer. The next one. Instead, it is pitch shot. Anshuman takes a single. Every time Anshuman comes on strike, you can anticipate a big shot coming. That was very well bowled. He wanted to play so many shots in it. He wanted was coming getting ready for a flick. Then he wanted to play it into covers. Then he wanted to cut the ball late. Nothing happened. When you have too many things on your mind, rarely does anything happen. The good power play where they got 50 runs and they haven't lost a wicket. Short pitch delivery, he wanted to dispatch it into that cow corner region. Oh, the bats fielder just paraded it towards that boundary. That wasn't going boundary wards. He tried to stop the ball with his feet. Instead, he just made a self goal. The bowler's not happy. He's a good fielder, Mayur, but this time he was on the wrong side. Just see this ball being deposited. No, instead he is squared up completely. Good bowling. He is trying to cramp him up. See, the bowlers bowling maybe round the wicket, a right-hander bowler against a right-hander, it's a very rare sight. Oh, that is dispatched with disdain. One bounce. It will race away into that extra cover region for another boundary from Anshuman Agarwal. Anshuman and Akshay, these two aces, are proving to be the aces for their team. Two aces, the aces for their team. The opening batsmen, their opening bowlers, they are providing with all the entertainment. That is hammered in the other direction. The ball is going towards the cow corner. Just a single, but this man is hitting the ball hard in both direction, different ways. First it was in the extra cover, then into the cow corner. Again, the other batsman on the other end is doing the same. So they are having a good attitude, both of them trying to be a little enterprising, trying to get a few runs for their team. Maybe an area behind fine leg. Yeah, that's what he was aiming for. From that angle, if you get a small tickle even, it's going to go boundary ward. So that's what he was actually trying for. Now, after that small attempt to go towards the fine leg, or he will go mid wicket now. That's what I feel. He'll go towards the mid wicket. Just take my word. He does go in mid wicket, square leg region, above his head. What a shot that is! You can almost read this guy. He is ready to smash you. He wanted to go for that small paddle shot, a sweep shot, a fine touch. After that, using all his muscle. Now the batsman is going to adjust his length now. He is going to, so in fact, the bowler is going to adjust his length. The ball may come be pitched up. Maybe something downtown, maybe in the covers. Or a shot which can be chopped if it is shot to behind point. Yeah, so what it happens? Just behind point. In length, not before he has considered that 6 runs. So 66 runs at the end of over number 7. 16 runs in this over. So 66 runs. That is beautifully bowled. But that was a bounced ball. Poor man's catch. Spectators catch, they say. Expect a shot going towards the screen over there. The side screen. That's where he goes downtown. This guy, looking at the way these guys have gone, he's just having a survey around the field towards the leg side. He might just go over extra covers. That area is where he can get a boundary. In that covers, extra covers. He tries to go in that area. Little footwork was rooted to his crease, in fact. Wanted to go over that solitary fielder over there. You need to move your feet if you want to get the scoreboard moving. If your feet aren't going to move, the scoreboard's not going to move. Yeah, he moved his feet and he has moved it to good. Mayur does a good job. Good job by Mayur. In the previous occasion, he just paraded the ball towards the boundary, made a self goal. This time, he was there like a goalie, stopped it from going over. So that's fabulous. That would be difficult to stop. It's traveling, but the outfield over there is slightly thick. That would help the fielder. That's the only patch on the whole Somaya ground where the grass is slightly thick. Other than that, it's a outfield which is lush green. There are a few patches other than green you might see in this year because there has been constant cricket on this wonderful ground. One of the best grounds to play with such big boundaries and a beautiful wicket to play your cricket. The wicket, we have 8 wickets over there. The 3 or 4 wickets are used constantly. The score at the end of over number 8 is 69. Just 3 runs in this over. Yes, Mayur comes in, and Mayur is being taken for a few runs. That is hit nicely into that area. Look at him, hands on his hips. His body language suggests that he isn't happy with that boundary. He bowled it outside the off stump. Batsman came outside the off stump and shoveled it in an area where no one was there. That's what is cricket. You will see all these different kind of shots being played by different batsmen. They would target the areas where fielders are not there. They will play with your field, as they say. That's what people like AB de Villiers used to do. That's what people like Surya Kumar does. Surya Kumar is special at hitting the places where there are no fielders. You get third man in, he'll just cut you very hard over that point region. If you get fine leg in, he'll play that scoop shot. If you get cow corner in, he'll hit you into that cow corner region. And this is what he does also well. Hitting into the covers, the ball going between his legs for a couple now. There's fielder who is going to do the protection. Mayur is not happy. The hands will go again on the hips. 76 runs on the scorecard. He's got 7 in this over. I think this might just be disposed for a boundary again. He'll try going against Mayur. He goes into that region where there is no fielder. This has been dispatched into the point region for a boundary. 80 runs on the scorecard now. 11 runs in this over, courtesy those two boundaries. So 85 runs, the 7 over challenge being completed. This is good. The score moves on to 86 now. Oh, this is beautifully done. Again into the square leg region. They go on into the 90s now. These both batsmen are moving, making merry. What an outstanding opening partnership. They were down and out in their first innings. They are bouncing back and coming back with a vengeance. So 90 runs, first two balls, they got a boundary, and I think he would go again. He goes for it again in the same direction. 91, the score moves on to. hits down the leg side. This is going to help. Just one will they go for it. 93 now. Mayu's there. 93. He'll go for a big one. Take my word. He goes for it into that cover point, cover region. In fact, into the covers. 94. The score moves on to. Oh, that's outside off stump. That's going to help. Two wides. Ninety-eight runs needed in the next 10. They are going along smoothly. They have got half the overs done and dusted. They have got half the runs even done and dusted. So this is brilliant. They got 94. They need. Yeah, they need 98 in the next 10 overs. So 99 runs on the scorecard. They need a furthermore 95 runs to win this one. This ball might just disappear. Take my word. He does go. He wanted to be a little more innovative. He wanted to go behind the wicket keeper. Just a single. 100 runs on the scorecard. 94 to win. They need to target Mayur's bowling. But Mayur is a very, very experienced cricketer. He loves his cricket. And he will not give you absolutely any pace. And best part is his balls are going to remain low. So it is very difficult. He's on 44, Akshay. And that was a very, very wide ball. The ball's going to travel. It will defeat all three and go for a very, very improbable boundary. No way it looked that it was timed well. No way it looked like it was going boundary wards. But it was meant to be going for a boundary because it was hit in the gap. So getting a boundary, not good ball at all. Not good connection at all. Finally, 4 runs. Yeah, he's on 40. Is Anshuman Agarwal. Akshay is on 44. Take my word. He might just go for a big one. A boundary would be coupled with a sixer. This ball is going to disappear, I feel. He may be a good bowler, but Mayur is against a batsman who is set. That is nicely bowled by Mayur. Good, courageous bowling. Beautiful bowling. Against a batsman who's wanting to hit you for sixes, this is wonderful bowling by him. He's played for so many years, he says. And it can be seen. His experience can be seen. They need 89 runs to win this one. So 89 needed in the next 9 overs. 11 runs in this over. That's what they want. 10 runs every over. Oh, just as I said, they are going great guns. Was just so close to being caught out first and then stumped out. Take my word, in this over, you're going to see his half century or he's going to perish. He's not going to stay wondering. He'll just keep hammering balls. A partnership of 100 plus. Opening batters have turned this game on. This is what I was talking about. He will get his half century. He will be just short of it. 3 runs short of getting the half century. So it was a forecast that he would be getting a half century in this. So not all the astrologers who predicted an India finals. That was all rubbish when they said all 12 or 15 astrologers on national TV, they said India is going to win because India has some good stars. You cannot predict in this game. You cannot predict. Anything can happen. And the way these guys have come back and given it back to the very good team, just commendable. He's on 47. That's what I was talking about. Akshay might be just overrun by this rampaging Anshuman Agarwal innings. He might just go one more time. Maybe towards the mid-wicket this time. Not a sixer, maybe a boundary. He does go in that direction, in the mid-wicket. And he's caught. Oh, he's dropped. Oh, my God. 3 times he juggled the ball. 1, 2, 3 times it popped out of his hand. Did everything right, but hold on to that one. He gets a reprieve just at the right time. They would be overjoyed. The Jbcn United Mlsi Eagles would be just ruining the drop chance. I don't think he would go for a big shot now. He would be safely negotiating this one. Yes, he does. Because they have already got a sixer. No point going for a hit again. That's smart batting. Knowing Anshuman, he might still go for it. He is on 48. You might just see a boundary or a sixer to get his half century. He goes into the square leg. He goes for a big shot. Fabulous work by the fielder over there. He moves on to 49. He'll have to wait for a delivery to come back on strike and hit that big ball. But they are moving towards a very, very famous victory, this team. If the dads are playing and the kids are watching, the kids are going to be really proud of their parents. They're putting up a good show. That's smart batting. That's brilliant batting. They have got a sixer they needed. They are just trying to consolidate those singles. That over by taking singles. 115 now. They just need 79 runs to win this one. So both these partners are going towards a famous victory. Both of them closing on that half century. Akshay is on 40, 46. His partner is on 49. It's a race towards that half century. And Akshay might just get it in this over. But this bowler has bowled well. His balls are remaining low. He's bowling Zooters in Zooter tournament. What a good shot that is. This might just race away towards that boundary. Yes, it does. 50 for Akshay. What a shot. 75 more runs to win this one. This is in the slot, into the covers. Oh my god. But he has got his half century, got his team to a very, very strong position. Fabulous innings coming to an end. So they need 75 more runs in 7.3 overs. New batsman in is Jbcn. He needs to give good company to Anshuman now. He was playing along so very well, Akshay. Oh, this is how you start. He has come with a clear instinct, a clear mindset. Just go for your shots. Now, Mahib, that's the right way to go. Do not change your gears. When you're going at a speed of 120, you need to continue with that. No point slowing down. He goes for the big one. The ball is hit beautifully into that cow corner. One bounce. Fielder won't be able to stop that one. What a good shot that was. Rocking onto the back foot. Hit beautifully into that mid-wicket cow corner region. Fantastic innings. Big innings in which this man has played so very well. 124. They need exactly 70 runs from here on. Oh, that's hammered into the cover. The ball is racing towards that fielder. Just a single. 125 now. They need 69 more runs in the remaining 7 overs. 42 balls, 69 runs. The difference between the number of runs and the balls remaining is just 27. Oh, that's beautifully played. Dug out so very well. The ball is racing towards the long off. Long on, in fact. Ankit there is there. Ankit played a fabulous inning. 18 balls, 44. Ankit got out, and after that, the scoring wasn't at the same rate. Ankit was fabulous. He played such good innings. Mahib Jain, he just got one ball to face, and this is good. Anshuman Agarwal has to run very hard to go to the other end. Oh, this is beautifully hit. No one's going to stop this one. Just 2 feet away from another beautifully hit boundary. What a shot that is. Anshuman Agarwal is playing like a man possessed. What great batting this is. This is the will, the jest to win, and that's what is sufficient to win at times. Straight. Oh, that's edged. That's edged. That's the only thing I would say. So the appeal was aborted. Mahip has to go extra covers and over covers. He cannot use all the time the big long handle. He can go over covers. That's the area he can target. Because there are no protection over there. Oh, that's nicely done. Oh, Mayur, great work.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
To Ankit, who has been just popped out of his head. He's been very good. Ankit, one run with that single. The score moves on to 134 now. Oh, what a good God guy, Mayur. He has picked up the best man of the opposition by some beautiful spin bowling. So 33 balls in which to get those 60 runs. That's nicely done. Make it 32 balls, 59 runs to win. Mahip has to do the job for his team now. Mahip and Nitin. This is nicely hit. The ball is racing towards that. Long off. Just one single. Well bowled by Mayur. He bowled a fantastic over just to get his team right back into this contest. In fact, getting them to a winning position now. Five overs, 58 runs to win. They need 11.5 runs per over. Shwetal comes back to bowl those crucial overs. The run rate has been just made difficult. 5 overs, 58 runs, almost 12 runs per over needed from here on. 11.5 to be precise. One run would be added. They need 57 more in the remaining 29 balls. They need to score one boundary or a sixer every over. That's nicely bowled. Nicely done into the covers. Mayur does a good job. He went for the big one. No connection. Shwetal is just sealing the deal. This match was in complete control up until those two batsmen were playing. After the dismissal, Timsan gone awry. What a shot this is. That's again brilliant bowling by Shwetal. So very good over in which he gave just 5 runs. They need 53 in the next 4. That is 13.25 runs per over. Just lost his footing, lost an opportunity to get the batsman out. But that's a wonderful shot into the covers. They will have to take chances. 2 runs. The ball's going straight down the ground. That's lifted into that wideish long off region. That will just trickle away for a boundary, a much needed one. The team was under pressure. They needed that. So 150. They need 44 more runs. They need a move on. 19 balls in which to get those 44 runs. The run rate from 12 has gone on close to 14 now. White ball. They need 43 in the next 19. $154. 40 runs to win. So 36 runs needed. He goes for the big heave. They have to go for it. They have to go for a second one. They won't, in fact. Nitin just was too slow. 35 runs of 16 balls. This is going to go down the wire. This is hammered into that wideish long on. That just trickles down. Pressure can do strangest of things for the best possible ones. So 4 runs. They just need 31 now. 31 and 15. The run rate has which was hovering around 14, has come down to 12. Courtesy those two misfields, both in the mid-wicket region. He might just go for a big one again. Every ball is going to touch him. He goes for it. What a shot! Up and over. In fact, he hasn't timed it well. They have to go for the second. They have to. This is crazy running. They need to go for those runs. This is fantastic, entertaining stuff. This is a perfect T20 encounter where 194 was set and 193 was set. In fact, they had a target of 194 and they are going the right way. They started off like a bullet train. They had a stop like a local in between. They are up and running again. This is perfect drama, perfect thrill in a perfect T20 encounter. That's outside off stump. Very close to being called a wide. Very good call by the umpire. A dot delivery. 29 needed in 13. This will make slightly difficult. Last ball of every over, the 18th or the 19th or the 20th. In fact, the 18th or the 90th always becomes a crucial one. It has to go for a boundary just to keep parity. A good work by Shwetal. 28 in the next 12. That is 14 runs per over. They need 2 sixes to win this one now. Twelve balls, 28 runs to win. Oh, that's an edge. What a wonderful catch that is. But fantastic bowling. Pitching on the good length and taking the ball away. Taking a very important wicket. 11 balls, 28 runs to win. What a shot off the back foot. This is racing towards the covers. They have to go for the second one. They need to go for the second one. They will be going for the second one. With those couple of runs, the score moves on to 168 for 3 now. They need 26 runs to win this one. Nicely hit. They are still fighting. They're not giving it. They will go for the second. They'll run. They're running like mad. A good running. Again a couple. 8 balls, 24 runs to win. 9 balls in fact, 24 to win. They need a sixer or a boundary. And consistent running like this. Last over, they need anything less than 15 runs. So for that to happen, they need to score at least one boundary or a sixer in this over. They need 8-9 runs in the next 3. That's nicely bowled. Oh, that's an edge. That's fortune. And that ball will race away. Will it go and stop there? Yes, it does. They will go for the third one. Yes, they do. Seven balls, 22 runs to win. They need some help, some divine intervention. 5 wides or something like that. A no ball, a free hit. But good comeback by this team. Mlsi Eagles, they were out of this contest for the 15-16 overs of the second innings. They came back romping back after the wicket of Anshuman and the opening partner Akshay. Oh, almost wide. With that wide, the score moves on to 173. They need 21. What a shot on the knees. Oh, what a catch! This has to be the catch of the match. Fabulously held. 6 balls, 21 runs to win. It is done and dusted. The match is coming to its conclusion. Rather an anticlimactic end to this one. So one boundary rider has to be brought in. Six balls, 21 runs to win. MLSI Eagles versus JBCN United have done a fabulous job of. Oh, that was in the slot. That could have been deposited in that area. 5 balls and 19 to win. In fact, 20 to win now. They need a couple of sixes. They needed a player who could use a long handle to big effect. Not the traditional batsman who can get you those boundaries. They need somebody who could give those big sixes. They need someone with the muscular. Maybe a bowler, a tall bowler or somebody who can use the big handle to good use. Yes, this is what was expected. The ball going to the same direction. That player took off a blinder. Last ball of the previous over. That's it. This would be the ball which will seal the deal for them. They need 19 in the next 4, which is very, very difficult. Highly improbable. And that will just seal the deal. 3 balls, 19 to win. Oh, that's a full toss. 1 bounce. They need 15 more. 2 balls, 15 to win. A no ball would be the only savior. That should have been in much earlier actually. Has it gone all the way? Just short of that boundary. 11 needed. Unless no ball is bowled, they are going to get through. That intent should have been there a few balls back. They needed someone like him coming in a little earlier. 11 needed in 2. Still mathematically, in fact, 1 ball 11. 1 ball 11. They need a no ball to win this one. One ball 11 runs. After a good fight, just to keep the run rate in check, they lose this one by 8 runs. But they have put up a good fight. This is the match they should have won. After an unbeaten partnership of almost 150, they lose this one.